Hi guys, welcome to my second tutorial for 3D animation. So in this tutorial we have installed Maya. So this is the screen you will see the first time you're opening Maya. You will see the recent tab if you're already an intermediate or if you've used Maya before. If not and you're using it for the first time, you will either click on new or go to Maya. So in this scenario I'll click on new. So once you click on new, you'll be met with this screen. Don't worry, don't feel overwhelmed. I'll explain everything. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is the thing in the middle is called the viewport. So whatever we work upon is gonna appear in the viewport, everything. On the left hand side of the viewport is a thing we call the outliner. So if you've ever used layers in Photoshop, you can have a good idea of how those work. So whatever models we create here will appear in this outliner. And then on the right hand side we have the channel box and attribute editor. So the channel box adjusts the settings for whatever model we create, the scale, the size, and the rotation. And underneath the channel box is the attribute editor, which can be useful when you're applying textures and materials. Just above the viewport, we have the toolbar. So currently we're in poly modeling. So for now, we'll just stay in poly modeling because we want to create some models and understand how they would work. So the first thing we can do is we can create a polygon cube in our scene. So now we actually have a model in our 3D scene. Just above the toolbar is the file tab. So over here we can also save projects and we can adjust different settings for our models. And just underneath that we have this drop down which has modeling, rigging, animation, effects. So these are different parts of the production pipeline. For now, I will recommend everyone to just stay in modeling, which is what we're gonna do. So now, you guys must be curious, like how can I move? So cool, we made a 3D object, but how can we actually move around? So don't you worry, I'll tell you the controls on how to move around. So if you want to zoom in or zoom out of an object, hold the middle mouse scroll to zoom in and like pull the middle mouse scroll back to zoom out, and just like that you can zoom in and zoom out. If you want an orbit around an object, hold down the Alt key, hold the left mouse click, and you will orbit around the object, so you will see the different faces of the object. And lastly, if you want to pan around in an object, hold the Alt key, hold the middle mouse. That will allow you to pan left to right, up, down. So just one more time in case you guys were confused. If you want to zoom into an object, use the scroll in, scroll out the middle mouse. If you want an orbit an object, hold the Alt key, hold the left mouse click, and you will orbit the object. And lastly, if you want to pan around an object, hold the Alt key and hold the middle mouse. In the next tutorial, we're going to be seeing how we can scale, rotate, and move an object. So that's known as object manipulation.